What's up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joe Bunn, the owner of Bunn DJ Company and a whole bunch of other stuff for DJs. We're not gonna get into that now. I'm sure you're already subscribed to the channel, but if you're not, how about hitting that button? And again, at the end of this, if you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. And of course, leave a comment, because I personally go through and respond to all of those myself. So today, what are we gonna talk about? I was actually on a website the other day looking for one of these. We've talked about these before. These are called deck savers. And I was on a website called mixware.net. We'll put that right up here, mixware.net. And I started looking around at some of their stuff, and their prices were super affordable. And I reached out to them and I said, hey, send me a few of these things that I've never tried out before. Of course, I know about the deck savers. Send me some stuff that would help the beginner, either recording artist or streamer even, or podcaster start out. And look what showed up. A nice little batch of stuff has shown up here at the Bunn DJ Company headquarters. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Okay, so before we even get started, I just wanna mention something. All of this stuff that you see here on this table is under the brand name Headliner. So if you go to mixware.net, you'll be able to find this stuff under the brand Headliner. So let's start with these little desk monitors here, these little studio monitors. These are the Headliner HD3 monitors. Super cool. As you can see, one of them is active. In other words, you need to plug it in because it has an amplifier built in. And the other one is passive. So you got these little spring clips here. You got to connect them together with this, kind of an old school black and red wire, plug the one in, and then they're ready to go. It also came with a RCA to 1/8 inch jack, so you could always put the lightning adapter, run your phone to these. We're gonna take it in my office in a little while and test them out with the iMac. We'll be able to come right out of the headphone jack and go right into the back of these. Easy setup. So in just a few minutes, we'll go get a sound check on them. The only other thing really to mention, I mean, they're really simple. You got an on knob and then a gain knob. Your inputs on the back are 1/4 inch and RCA. And then of course, like you've got your power. That's it. They're really good looking. Hopefully they sound as good as they look. We'll check that out in just a minute. The next thing we want to talk about is the Headliner Sierra Broadcast Boom. So this table's a little bit funky. It's not exactly 90 degrees, but on a traditional table, this would clamp right on the side. Boom. You've got 1, 2, 3 adjustable points where you can move your microphone around. All you gotta do is loosen these guys up and move it around. Totally super stable arm. Great price point. By the way, $99. This is $99. The monitors, $119. Crazy. And then the final piece, we've got the Headliner Roxy USB microphone. This thing is so cool. It's got 2 different modes. So you've got the cardioid mode, which is you talk into it like this. But let's just say you were doing a duet. Me and Jeb were both singing. You can hit a button and both sides of the mic will work. Or if we were doing a podcast, say seated across from each other at this table, we could both talk into this microphone if you put it into the right mode. The other really cool thing I like about this is you can hook this directly up to your computer or your phone. It comes with a lightning adapter, was actually in the box. It's got USB, it's got USB-C. Easy hook up to your computer. We're gonna take it in there again and hook it up to the iMac. One other feature I do wanna mention on this, it's got an 1/8 inch jack on the bottom, so you can actually monitor the volume and what's going into the microphone through your headphones before it actually goes to the recording. Super cool little piece. Again, right around $100 price point. Everything you see on this table, boom, 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 is right around $100, which is an insane price point and an easy price point for people that want to get into recording or podcasting. So easy, so cool. Now we gotta go test it out in the real world. So we're gonna take this stuff into my office, hook some stuff up, make a little bit of noise, and see what we think about the next step. All right, guys, just came from the studio into the main office here where I work most days. We moved the little headliner Roxy USB mic off of the boom stand because, as you can see, this desk doesn't have a lip on it, and we put it on the stand that comes with it. We plugged in the USB-C to the bottom there, and now we're going to plug it into the back of the iMac with, we'll just use USB. Woo, saucy. So the little red LED comes on. I'm gonna look in the manual in 1 second because I think it has 3 LEDs for which mode it's in, and we'll check that out in a second. Then we've got our speakers. So you've got the active one here. In other words, the one with the amplifier. Cool thing about this desk, it's actually got power back here. So we're gonna plug this guy in. I don't wanna hear anything about cable management. Then you do have to connect these two together because the passive one does not have an amplifier. So you just hit these little springs, and black, black, red, and red. And then same thing over here. Okay, so then the very last thing you gotta do is just run some sound to the speakers. So we're just gonna go 1/8 inch out of the iMac, which is out of the headphone jack, and then we're just gonna go into the back of the active speaker here. Red to red, white to white, and now we will have sound. Now, for any of you guys that watch the PhDJ podcast on video, which is my podcast I've been doing with Mike Walter for 5 years now. If you're not, by the way, please go and listen to it. And now you have to catch up on 5 years worth. We use these. So this will be your higher end podcast stuff. This is your EV-RE20. This is the black one, obviously. And then I run that XLR into here, this little Focusrite. This is the Scarlett 2i2. So that would be more of the higher end of the podcast recording gear. But today we're looking at more entry-level stuff from our friends at Headliner through mixware.net. All right, so everything's hooked up to the iMac. The mic is powered up, and let's make it all work. So the cool thing about the LEDs is it tells you what mode it's in. So this is the regular cardioid mic. If you want the bidirectional, in other words, people want to speak on each side of the mic, you just click the top button and it goes to green. And then the other color is red. If you're muted, red. So I just want it on the cardioid version for this demo. Okay guys, so now we want to hook it up to whatever source that you're going to use it through. I'm going to hook it up here to the iMac in case I wanted to, say, record to GarageBand. So all I'm going to do is go to my system preferences. I'm going to then find sound there. And then you can see I've already got it plugged into the USB port. I'm going to choose output Roxy. I'm actually going to choose input Roxy as well. And you can see, tap, tap, tap. I am already using it. All right. So that's all I did to make sure that I am hooked up. Input and output are both selected to Roxy. And the reason I did that was because, as I showed you earlier, you can actually hook up a set of headphones and use this as a monitor. Plug that in there. Put these guys on. Check, check, 1, 2. Man, this thing picks up really well, to be honest with you. Like, I can hear really good. So I've got a headphone attenuator or gain. I can turn my headphones up here, and then I can turn in how much input I'm giving to the mic. So I'm probably 3 feet away from it, and it is picking up like crystal clear. If you get right up on it, it sounds even better. This is probably the way I would do it. So I would have it on the boom stand. If I was doing a podcast, I'd have it like this. Again, if I wanted to switch the mode, I'd hit that top button, and then both sides of the mic are active. Super cool. Really great sound. Again, great way to hear and make sure that you're close enough to it. You can always come back off of it a little bit or turn your headphones down a little bit. Man, this thing sounds really good. No joking. $100? No brainer. So we've tested out the mic. I can hear it coming into my headphones, and these aren't expensive headphones. That's when you know something sounds really good. That mic sounds really good for that price point. Now, I want to hear these HD3 studio monitors. So I'm just going to go back up here to my system preferences. I'm going to go back to sound. I'm going to change the output to external headphones. Now we got these hooked up to the iMac. We've opened up Spotify. I'm gonna play a little snippet of a song. I've got the computer turned up. You wanna make sure you do that. I'm at like 3/4. And I'm gonna start this at 1/4 and just hit play. Okay, look at them bumping up. I'm low-key impressed, man. For $100, these sound really good. You're not gonna wanna get much louder than that, to be honest. I'm sure if I kept turning them up and turning the computer up, you're eventually gonna get distortion, but you don't need that. Let's do this. Let's tie it all together, right? Let's say you got an iMac or a MacBook, you open up GarageBand. First thing you're gonna wanna do is go to New, and create an empty project, and then I would just choose the mic, boom, create. But you're also gonna need to go into GarageBand and your preferences, and you're going to go to audio MIDI, and then your output device is going to be external headphones because we want to hear it through the monitor. Your input device is going to be your Roxy, all right? So we should be good to go there. So, next thing I'm gonna do, pick up my mic, hit record. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is everybody having a good time? Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I probably don't need to be this close to it. Rewind that, and then we're gonna try and play it back through our monitors. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is everybody having a good time? Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I probably don't need to be this a little blown out. So again, let's leave it just sitting on the desk like this and not put it right up to my mouth. I've got the input on it at about 1/4 turn, so nothing crazy. Turn the monitors down. Let's delete that. Run it back. Hey, check, check, 1, 2. Welcome, testing out the headliner Roxy USB mic. What's up? Rewind. Hey, check, check, 1, 2. Welcome, testing out the headliner Roxy USB mic. What's up? Okay, so you definitely don't need to be right up on it like that. That's at 1/4 turn. You can see even when I start hitting it hard, it'll hit red. What do you think, guys? I mean, all this gear, the boom arm, the monitors, the microphone for $300. And I just saw on their website at mixware.net, they're offering a free set of headphones, not these, when you buy the microphone. It's literally a complete podcast rig. You can't get any cheaper than that. The quality's phenomenal. Highly recommended. If you want an entry-level podcast or even recording setup, this is the way to go. Again, mixware.net is the website. NLFX Pro is where you can get it. And it's all by Headliner, the HD3s, the Roxy USB mic, and then what I showed you in the studio, the Sierra Broadcast Boom arm for holding the microphone if you have a clamp-on style table. So, man, I gotta be honest, I'm impressed. So guys, what do you think? Not bad, right? All for each one around $100. So the whole table full of stuff is around 320 bucks. That's insane. Great starting price point if you want to get into podcasting or doing like a light recording. This is the way to go. Again, the website is mixware.net if you want to just check it out. If you want to actually buy this stuff, I would reach out to my man Ben Stowe at NLFX. You can email him at ben@nlfxpro.com. He will get you even better pricing possibly and get this stuff to you quickly. He is an awesome guy. If you have any gear needs, especially in the wireless department, he is my guy, Ben Stowe, NLFX. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of a look at some stuff that I normally don't use in a DJ setting, but I would use if I was starting out my podcast or something like that. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Another video next week.